Hi everybody, I'm Christopher, the guy behind the cameras, Jake the Snake, and this is Fast Lane Classic Cars, and this is not something you normally see here, but it is pristine. It is a 1987 Taurus GL Wagon. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, a wagon. It's got the same equipment it was born with. It's got a 3.0 Vulcan overhead cam V6 with electric fuel injection. Ooh, Jake, how cool.
Heck yeah.
4-speed automatic transmission. This is called medium Cabernet exterior with black roof rack. It's got gray cloth interior and power front split bench. It's got a power bench, seriously?
Yeah, the driver's side's power. You can see the buttons down there. The passenger side is manual, but you do have power. You also have power windows and power locks and power mirrors. Those are all on the door right there. And then a little bit of wood grain, just so you know it's luxury.
And by the way, 52,000 original miles.
Yes.
2-owner car. The first owner owned it for 9 months. The second owner owned it until last week.
Yeah.
We didn't have to clean it because he kept it this clean.
It was always garaged and covered.
Always.
And they didn't put a whole lot of miles on it.
The doors still open and pop open like they're new.
Yeah, and the interior looks, again, brand new.
He didn't even drive it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Gray cloth, like we said. It also has cruise control, air conditioning, of course. Things kitted out, ready for a road trip.
So you're saying if I go left, it'll open this. If I go right, it opens the whole thing?
Other way. If you go right, it'll open the glass.
Very nice. So I went right,
and then close the glass. And if you turn the key to the left, yep, pops the whole thing open.
There it goes. And there's a surprise back here.
Well, right now it's just a normal trunk.
Doesn't it look like a normal trunk?
Yeah, if you pull that lever, that'll flip over. And then there's a lever on the left side. You pull that, and the whole thing will lift up.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. And then just pull up. Yup. And look at that. You got a seat now.
You do have a seat. It's a rumble seat. This is made in '87, so there's no way to open the door whilst you're in it, in the back seat, but that's okay. That's what you got mom and dad for in the front seat.
You still have the original wheel lock key, the tool, all the floor mats back here. And yeah, if you need to fit some extra people, instead of 5 seats, you could have, I guess, 7. You could fit 2 people back there.
2 very small people.
You also have the spare. That's tucked over here on the left.
Oh yeah, we don't want to open all that, but we can. Oh, look at this. Must be a fuse box of some sort. That's an access channel to the fuse. Yeah. How nice. I'm going to set this down because Jake also told me this whole thing goes down.
Yeah, you can fold down the middle seats as well and have it basically be like a ute, a pickup truck. Here, I'll give you the camera and I'll show you.
A ute. I love it.
People know what a ute is.
They all love it.
Oh, you got to be spry because you got to climb back here.
You notice how Jake got in there?
I guess you could do it from the door, but you have these 2 little buttons.
Press them
on each side.
Look at that.
And Bob's your uncle. Now everything's down. Look at that, Chris.
Now, would you look at it? Would
I'm
you just look at it? Would you look at it?
Now you can haul lumber and build a shed.
Why not? Because you could do it in this. It's a Taurus. Hey, how are you?
Hey.
I like this. I like this a lot because it's just so original. It's not normally what we do here, but you know what? It's really cool.
Yeah, all the doors open and close very nice. I mean, it's got the cool aluminum wheels on it too.
It does.
Which are
That's
awesome.
upgrade. The
5
GL.
lug, because it's a sports car.
Yes, the super sports car.
I mean, it's got the Vulcan V6 overhead cam. I think it was 140 horse or something like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a wagon. This thing, I would drive to California right now.
I mean, maybe, yes, sure, why not? You can fit a lot of stuff in it, and it's a Taurus. I mean, these are some of the most reliable cars in the 80s ever made. I mean, you saw Tauruses forever until they literally rusted apart.
And it has a cassette player.
Do you have a cassette? Oh, you got JT's greatest hits. Well, come on, Jake. Let's go for a ride.
Let's go. Very nice. All the rear lights work, even the third brake light all the way up there. The paint on this thing is also just tremendous. It looks fantastic. Basically looks brand new. There's the headlights. 1 blinker and the other blinker, very nice. And the brights. Okay. Oh yeah, it's got the fold down armrests. You already have James Taylor coming.
Why would you not?
Oh, man.
And by the way, cassette players, when they get older, they sometimes either are too fast or too slow. This sounds just like James Taylor. Seen him in concert twice.
Well,
it was the nicest concert I've ever been to.
Between 1987 and now, it only did 52,000 miles. And so a lot of stuff is just good. Oh, it's still very good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. It still drives now.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
The steering wheel. Oh, my God. It's tight like a toy.
And like all the buttons that sometimes on these older Fords, like Rangers, you see the cruise control buttons like crack and fall off. These are still pristine. There's Dean and Chris, 2 guys that work for us.
Very nice people.
Not us, but work here with us, I should say.
That's right. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you got your cassette player down here, of course. Let me show that real quick. And then you got your AC controls up here above it. Digital clock.
Oh my goodness. And look at this, Jake. Tilt wheel.
Oh my goodness.
But it's so tight, it barely moves.
Yeah, and there's those cruise control buttons I was talking about that still look pristine after all of these years. The camera will focus. Then you got the beautiful gauges right up there. Also the dash, perfect. It's not cracked, it's not even really faded. Because again, they kept this inside.
Oh, that's obvious.
They didn't just put not very many miles on it. It was inside a garage.
Oh yeah, it was very well cared for.
Yes.
You really want somebody like this, you buy a used car from them.
Yeah.
Because they took care of it. And it's look, straight and true. I mean, all the way up the hill.
Yeah, we do have power brakes.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember, I think we have front discs.
Oh yeah.
Chris is getting a phone call. It's so quiet.
That's the thing. This is a completely different car than we're used to.
I know.
Oh, I hear a little JT.
Heck yeah.
My gosh.
I really don't care if we get copyright struck in this video.
No, it's worth it. James Taylor rules.
And with all this folded down, like I said, you could go to the store, get some lumber or something, build you a shed.
Why not build a shed? Or a he shed, or a she shed, whatever those are.
You could either fit 5 children back there, or a bunch of timber. You decide.
I know what I'm going to pick. I'll pick the timber. 5 kids in one car? Yikes.
But yeah, this thing is like a road trip machine.
Dude, it's got power mirrors.
I know, I told you that.
Oh my Lord.
And they work, of course.
They do.
It's got front defroster, rear window defrogger.
You gotta love the defrogs.
You gotta love the defrogs. I mean, this thing with the roof rack especially, you could take this anywhere.
Yeah, so you could, get a Christmas tree with it.
That would look perfect on top of a car like this.
It would.
Big old Christmas tree on a red Taurus wagon.
Now, if we had wood paneling, then Chevy Chase could sign it.
Yeah, we have a little bit on the inside here, but none on the outside.
Nice.
You gotta get like a Roadmaster or something for that.
God, this is so comfortable.
I know.
Just so comfortable.
I like cloth seats.
And 87, so this was not an airbag. I don't believe so, because it doesn't have ABS anywhere.
Well, I don't have an airbag either.
Yeah, so we are airbagless in the 80s. Isn't that cool?
And this is when the speed limit, or the national speed limit, was still 55.
Oh yeah,
because of the fuel crisis.
And it's highlighted.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
The 55 mile an hour on the dash there is in red, and all the other numbers on the Speedo are in white. And that is why. Because to save on gas, the government was like, hey, go 55.
Yeah, slow down.
Instead of 60, 65.
Now we're making 1,200 horsepower sports cars that you can buy as a person.
And they probably get better gas mileage than this.
Which is very true, because they have multiple gears in their transmission. We're going to drive around a neighborhood because
this has 4 gears, which is still a lot for 87.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like.
It was just, they built these things to last forever. They really did. And I think they did a great job.
I mean, the headliner's not even drooping anywhere.
No droopy.
You got all the map lights. Oh, that still work, of course.
Oh, why wouldn't they?
Look at that.
I love owners like this. They really take care of their things.
I know, and I'm pretty sure, we have
my gosh.
The Ford Quality Commitment little pamphlet thing in here.
It's real.
I don't remember what's inside of it.
We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
A little James Taylor action.
The Ford Taurus Owner's Manual from 1987. There's a blue Taurus wagon on the back of it, and the normal Ford Taurus on the front. There's the wagon on the back. Why would you not get the wagon, though?
You'd always get the wagon. Always do the wagon.
You know, we drive, 400 or 500 horsepower muscle cars all the time.
Sometimes 800 horsepower.
Sometimes more. I don't get more excited than when we get a car like this.
It's so nice.
Oh, here's the operating guide for your 1987 Ford Taurus in here as well. And this is probably the original little compartment from 1987. The quality commitment little case here.
Isn't that something?
I would think. I mean, it looks old. But yeah, just amazing the amount of effort that went into preserving this car.
It's amazing. And we're here in a neighborhood because, well, doing a flyby would just be silly.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of noise, which it shouldn't.
No, unless you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. But we're just going to kind of leisurely drive it around and take it back to fast lane.
Yeah. This is where it lives. Kids get in the back of the car, they drive around. I don't believe we're asking a whole lot of money for it compared to our supercars.
$14,900?
Oh my.
Something like that?
You're getting quite a deal.
Somewhere around there.
You're getting quite a deal.
Yes, you are.
It's just, man, it's like that little old lady from Pasadena on the line people used to use. It's just a good car, well cared for, and it's built for this sort of thing. And it's front wheel drive, so it's not horrible in the snow.
No, pretty good actually.
Very good. And again, 3-liter, 6-cylinder, the Vulcan.
The Vulcan, yeah. When I looked that up and saw it was called the Vulcan, I was like, wow, they really gave it an aggressive name.
Do you think they were Star Trek fans?
Maybe.
I hope so.
But for a car that was never probably driven aggressively ever, the Taurus Wagon.
The Taurus Wagon, ladies and gentlemen. And this one was not. It was not dogged.
Ooh, beautiful lake.
Yes. It's a nice drive. A little JT, a Taurus Wagon, 2 dudes just duding it out.
I don't understand why the Wagon wasn't more popular. And why minivans became such a big deal.
Everybody wanted a van.
This thing does anything a minivan can do, and it's cooler.
Way cooler.
In my opinion. Minivans are just ridiculous.
They're big, and I don't like them.
I mean, there's also a massive spectrum of wagons. You have stuff like this, which isn't, you know, super slow, but it wasn't built for speed.
Nope.
But this was built for comfort, and it was built to go a very, very long distance. But then you have like AMG wagons and like CTSV wagons.
What about that RS8, that Avant from Audi?
The newer wagons, yeah, they're meant to blow your face off.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you could swap the turbo Thunderbird engine into this probably. That would be kind of fun.
I bet you could actually. Make it slam it a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe not this specific one because it's so pristinely nice. I wouldn't want to ruin it.
But it is a very nice driver. Jake's about to fall asleep. He's all tuckered out from this drive.
I am. It's too comfortable.
JT and the heat.
You give me a cloth seat and James Taylor on the radio in a quiet car like this, and I'm just going to fall asleep over here in the passenger seat.
You can recline your seat, I believe.
Oh, I can recline my seat all right.
I can too. Whoa, okay, I'm the driver.
Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Jake's going to bed. We're going to Houston.
Do you see how reclined I am?
You are Mr. Reclined.
I got the armrest here.
Well, that's true. We each have an armrest, so no, we're not fighting over the armrest.
I'm going to take a nap. Let me know when we're back.
Okay, I'll let you know. We don't have much longer.
Thanks. Oh, the back windows are powered.
Get out.
Look at that.
Would you hear it?
I wouldn't have noticed that if I wasn't so reclined.
Mr. Reclined. Oh, I've got 2 calls to make now.
All right, I'm back.
He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He took a nap.
All right, here we are, back here at the old fast lane.
The old fast lane. This would be probably a slow lane car or a middle lane car.
Yeah, but it's a comfortable lane car.
Oh my God. Jake fell asleep halfway through our little drive here. Where would you like me to put this bet? Oh, I can put it anywhere I want.
Yeah, we'll just leave it out here for now.
We're leaving it. All right.
Yeah, this thing's tremendous.
This is a great car for a nice starting, family starting out. If you don't want to pay $65,000 for a wagon today, why don't you buy this one?
Yeah.
It's way cheaper and way nicer.
And if you don't hurry up, I might just buy it.
Jake's in love with it.
I am in love with it.
Why wouldn't you, man?
All right, well.
Don't forget your tape.
I won't forget my cassette tape. If you want to know more about this, call us, 636-940-9969. Oh, the radio's on now. Michael Jackson. You can also email us at sales@fastlanecars.com, or you can go to our website, www.fastlanecars.com. You can see pictures of this interior, exterior engine bay undercarriage, because the underneath of this car is also tremendous and clean.
52,265 miles.
Yeah.
Can't beat it with a stick, guys.
No, you can't. All right, you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Bye-bye.